Let us solve for x in this problem. Square root of x times square root of x times square root of x is equal to 128. There are two ways to solve this problem. I'm going to start with the very first method, which I believe is simpler. And that would be to focus on the left hand side, which is the overall square root of x times square root of x times square root of x. Now let's focus on this first square root, which is root x. Root x here is the same thing as x raised to power 1 over 2. So we can say that we have simplified this into an index form. Now let us move to the next x. This multiplied by the first will give us x times x raised to power 1 over 2. Let us tidy this up. This is same thing as x raised to power 1. And by law of indices, this is x raised to power 1 plus 1 over 2, which gives us x raised to power 3 over 2. Now we can move to the next radical. So if we find the square root of that by what the question says, it is the same as raising this raised to power 1 over 2. So if we do that all through, then this becomes x raised to power 3 over 4. Now we have completely finished the second radical. The next will be to move to the next x here. So we got x raised to power 3 over 4 so far. Now let us multiply that by x. This will be x times x raised to power 3 over 4, which is equal to, remember, this is x raised to power 1, and by law of indices we are allowed to add them together, 3 over 4 like that. So this gives us x raised to power 7 over 4. And now we can move to the final radical, which is this guy right here, which is the same thing as saying find the square root of this, which is the same thing as raising this raised to power 1 over 2. Now let's raise this as well to power 1 over 2. If we do that, we get x raised to power 7 over 8. What that means is that square root of x times the square root of x times the square root of x now is equal to x raised to power 7 over 8. So now that we have been able to simplify this into this, what's left now is to equate it to 128. So equating that to 128 will give us x raised to power 7 over 8 is equal to 128. Now on a careful look at 128, we see that it can be expressed as 2 raised to power 7. This means x raised to power 7 over 8 is equal to 2 raised to power 7. What we are going to do now will be to multiply the powers on both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of the power on the variable here. The power we have here is 7 over 8, hence the reciprocal is going to be 8 over 7. We have to do this to convert this power to 1. So it means we have x raised to power 7 over 8 Now multiply that by the reciprocal, which is 8 over 7. This will give us, this cancels this and this cancels this. We have x. If we do that to the right hand side as well, 2 raised to power 7 is equal to, we are multiplying that by 8 over 7. This gives us 2 raised to power, this cancels this, we have 2 raised to power 8. So we have been able to convert x raised to power 7 over 8, which is equal to 128, to x is equal to 2 raised to power 8. And as we can see, this has led us straight to the final answer, which is x is equal to 2 raised to power 8. Now if we press our calculator for 2 raised to power 8, that gives us 256, meaning that the final answer actually is x is equal to 256. So I've applied one method to solve for x. There are other methods that can be applied to solve this problem, but I'll stop this video here and we might revisit it some other time in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button and remember to subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do